How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Juventus have just beaten Manchester City by 2-0. We are pretty much right above the relegation zone for the Champions League table. We have 2 games left, one against Paris Saint-Germain away from home and one against Club Brugge at home. And today was an incredibly frustrating afternoon. I thought it was pretty uneventful for most of the first 25-30 minutes, but I'm not mad. I'm seeing a lot of City fans get incredibly mad online, but let me tell you something. We created so many chances. The thing is that anger from City fans, I think, is justified. This is not going to be a long video because I don't have too much to say. It's the same old story. It's the same old problems for the last couple of months. I mean, I just had a friend text me the question, bro, what the hell's going on with City? And I'm kind of getting a little bit sick and annoyed of these questions because they're clearly just trying to get a reaction out of people like us, out of fans, because it's injury to the best football player in the world, which is Rodri. Imagine if Liverpool lost Mohamed Salah for the entire season and had Van Dijk lose 2 or 3 months. That's basically what happened with us and Ruben Diaz and John Stones and with Rodri. Imagine Chelsea without Cole Palmer. They don't have a Van Dijk type of player in their defense, but imagine Caicedo or somebody else injured for the entire season, or Cole Palmer injured for the entire season. Imagine Arsenal without Bukayo Saka for the entire season. People are coming up to, oh, well, Szoboszlai was injured, Tsimikas was injured. Bro, I don't give a shit. It's not the same. It's not the same. Injuries towards our best. I'm not making excuses. We were complete dog shit for most of this game, especially our defense for most of this game. I'm not frustrated to a degree that I'm going to rip my hair out, but I will say that today was incredibly frustrating. We started to create chances, and we started to have so many chances on goal, building up play, especially in that second half. Bernardo Silva with a shot, De Bruyne with a shot, Gundogan with a great shot in the top left-hand corner. Great save by, Di Gregorio, the Juventus goalkeeper. But we started to do that very late. Until we conceded the goal, we were pretty much anemic for most of the half, for most of the game. I'm going to just quickly talk about Juventus here, and I will say that Gatti, man, wow. Incredible game by Gatti. I think the commentator said something about him being a non-league, Sunday League type of player a couple of years ago, and now he's starting player for Juventus. Bicycle kicks against Manchester City. Kalulu, I thought, was really, really good. I thought Danilo was excellent, one of Juventus's best players. Pretty funny that he was our player and we switched him out for João Cancelo. But again, I think Kefren Thuram was incredible in terms of keeping the ball in the midfield. Locatelli had some good turns. Conceição was difficult to contain. I thought Coop Miners didn't have a good game in my opinion. I thought Kenan Yildiz was absolutely sensational. And yes, obviously I'm a City fan, but he's a Turkish player, and I love seeing Turkish players thrive. Dusan Vlahovic, Juventus' best player in my opinion for this season. And Josko Gvardiol was just a tiny bit too late for that ball. I don't know what Rico Lewis was there contending with Dusan Vlahovic. I really don't know why he was there. Great save by Ederson, though. There was nothing really I could say about that. In terms of us, I think that Erling Haaland should really, really vocalize his frustrations. Nobody looks for him. Grealish had this one trivela to him in the first half. De Bruyne had this one play, but again, it's 90 minutes, and you can shorten Erling Haaland's moments on the pitch by 20, 30 seconds combined with all the plays that he was involved in. I thought Jeremy Doku was taking too many one-on-ones. He was doing pretty well in the first half. Second half, decently well. He did manage to beat a couple of players on that right-hand side. I believe it was Savona, but against Danilo, Doku was absolutely horrendous. I thought Kevin De Bruyne was very poor, especially giving the ball away. Ilkay Gundogan is looking like one of the biggest reasons why we're struggling this season. If we had gotten a younger center mid instead of him I'm not saying we shouldn't have signed Ilkay Gundogan. I'm saying he's playing way too many games, and he's really, really, really old. Him jogging back while Kefren Thuram is sprinting on a counterattack, that is just grounds for an easy-ass counterattack by Juventus. I'm taking nothing away from their performance, though. We did play like ass, but Juventus were so much better. That counterattack from Timothy Weah and that ball to Weston McKennie, just American brilliance on that right-hand side, and there was really nothing we could have done there. I'm not going to blame Ederson at all. I thought Ederson had a decent game today. It's just our defense is just absolutely shambolic. People are getting a Kyle Walker a lot for this game. I really don't know what game you're watching. I mean, you're just saying this just to get views and attention. It's just really just tiresome. Our defense was poor throughout, but he didn't really have any terrible plays there. I thought Kyle Walker was switching the ball out. I was seeing a lot of effort from Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva was dribbling. He was doing pretty well. There's really nothing else to be said about this game. I thought we were possessing the ball pretty well in the opening half, but we didn't create any chances. We didn't look like we wanted to win this game. Fair play to Juventus, thoroughly deserved this win. And honestly, we have the Manchester Derby coming up soon. I am getting a little bit shaky for that because, again, Manchester United are not in good form this season, but again, we aren't either, and they can definitely beat us at the Etihad, so we got to be wary. Kovacic is back, Phil Foden is back, so that's a tiny bit of positivity from today, but overall, horrible performance. The only saving grace for Manchester City, again, I love my team, I believe in my team, but look, listen to me. I am more on the realism part of football than in terms of hoping and praying for a miracle. I don't see us winning the game against Paris Saint-Germain unless we have a good January and some of our players come back, because the fortunate thing is it is after the January, well, at the end of January. So only hope for us is to beat Club Brugge at home and get 11 points and then hopefully qualify for the next round of the Champions League. Other than that, we are definitely not qualifying for the top 8. We're going to be in a playoff contention come February, March, or whenever it starts. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.